what has been the biggest challenge outside of any time issue and trying to manage that, being, working full time and having children and a husband and all those other responsibilities that go along just with having a household, is that I've had to really prioritize in my life what is truly important to me at that moment. So I have to choose, is it better for me to be at every baseball game, or is it better for me to be at one or two and to study during that time so that I can be, I try to be on the weekends pretty available to my family. So typically what I do on the weekends is I study every other hour. So I usually study for a couple hours every night and then every other hour on the weekends as time allows. So I try to make myself available in certain blocks. I'm a firm believer that quality time is more important than the quantity of time. Although I may not be there to cook dinner every single night, I may not be there to go to every single, game or be at every concert, I am teaching my children in a different way. I'm teaching them by showing them that I'm striving and that I have goals and that those are important to me, and that what the things that are important to them, they should also strive to do. That in this particular year, we are about 40% women in our assignment executive MBA class. I'm pretty fortunate to be surrounded by, another network group that is going through exactly what I'm going through. Really, at the end of every day, taking a few minutes for yourself. It's very funny because I tell people I have 3 goals for every day. I try to exercise, I make sure that I study, and then I try to have 5 minutes of me time. And people laugh at me and they say, you need way more than 5 minutes a day of me time. And I say, well, that would be great if you look at my schedule and you can fit some more in for me. I'd love to know when it is. But really just having 5 minutes to sit and say, what have I accomplished today? Taking the time to be proud of myself, which I just don't think we as women do enough. I think we're so worried about everything we didn't get done. And I really just try and prioritize every single day what absolutely has to get done. What are the things that are pretty important, but what things can drop off? Because at the end of the day, managing your time, but also managing your emotions, I think is crucial when you're going through a program like this. I think that it also teaches our children to adapt. So I think those are probably the biggest lessons that I've learned and that I can pass along. I think the other thing is it's really important that MBA programs continue to reach out specifically to women and have classes that talk about the specific issues that women are in the workplace and going through programs like this and trying to aspire to greater things for themselves, whatever those might be. I think they really need to address those issues. I think it's, we as leaders together, men and women sitting at the same table, can work through these issues together, but women certainly do have different issues at times that they're facing. So I think it's really critical for these programs to address women specifically and not try to just recruit as a whole. And I believe in yourself. I think as women, we are always waiting to have another check next to our name to say we're ready for something. And if you're thinking about this, most likely you're ready for it. Find a way to be a mother and do this. You may have to, for a couple years, truly be a little bit unbalanced in your life. And I tell people all the time, I right now am purposely unbalanced in my life. I'm purposely putting more towards my career and my education right now than the actual hours I'm spending at home. Now, that's not to say that my heart isn't balanced the other way with my family, and certainly when I'm with them, I am so excited, but I really make that time purposeful. I think it's also put into perspective for me a number of things at home that, we as parents go crazy about. I've really learned what battles to pick and what are really important because of the time that I have with them. So my advice is go for it. Go for it. If you need help, reach out to MBA Mama and see who we can connect you with to help you, because, you do have people immediately in your corner, and we want to see you reach all the goals that you have for yourself.